Hi everybody, it's me, the Hidden Object Guru. Hope you're having a good day. I know I am. And what better way to start a day than with a delicious bagel? Oh boy, these bagels are good.
You're welcome.
Well, I was actually complimenting the bagel company, but, thanks to you too.
I did go out in a literal blizzard to get you those bagels.
And in my defense, wouldn't you have gone out in a literal blizzard whether you had somewhere to go or not?
That is a good point.
All right then. Hi Mateo, doing great, no pain. Duce, what is up? Today on the plushie cam, we've got the final day of Roxy's quarantine, so she's happy to see you. And obviously, Cookie Monster is psyched to see her. It's actually pretty darn cute. So yes, tomorrow we're going to be having a surprise, very special guest, but that's for tomorrow. For right now, everybody say hi to Roxy, and then we'll get into some girls and Panzer. Duce Anthony is back. Well, I'm done my bagel, which means it's time for a Panzerfahren festival.
Whoop whoop!
Oh no! I'm sorry to hear that, Duce. I hope you're feeling better. You know, you can read the chat.
I'm in the middle of doing something, but then I will.
You go do things.
Oh.
T-34. Such a beautiful tank.
Fresh baked goods.
That is how the kids say, good morning. Okay. Yes, I would like to go back to the menu. Well, there you go. Alright. First console. Well, that was a ColecoVision. First console I ever had was a ColecoVision, no pain. It's a delightful system by the Connecticut Leather Corporation. And that's true, that's what Coleco stood for. The Connecticut, because that's how you spell Connecticut, with an extra C in there that is silent for no good reason. Don't know why I'm so mean about that, but I am. The Connecticut Leather Corporation. I guess because I was forced to as a child. Repeat it over and over again until I said February, which is the correct way to say it. Now I'm a jerk about saying all of the other silent, commonly silent letters and words, like Connecticut. But anyway, by the way, that's why it's the hardest state to spell, because there's a silent C in Connecticut. Okay, Massachusetts is harder to spell, but only a little harder to spell. I got a look saying when I made the mistake of saying that Connecticut was the hardest to say. It's obviously spelled. Obviously it's Massachusetts, but still, it's pretty bad. Hey, Nuggies. Yeah, Colonel's a bad one too. So are Knife and Knight. Silent K's? What the hell are you talking about? But anyway, yes, my first console was from the Connecticut Leather Corporation, and they made a console that was darn good. It was far better than the Intellivision or the Atari, which were two other consoles available at the time, but it did not have the market saturation to dominate. They just didn't have the marketing money, which is crazy because you'd think they had unlimited money from having invented the Cabbage Patch dolls, which they did. That's where all their money came from. And they had so much money that they needed to invest in something else, and they're like, video game system. It was great. Hey, Potato. So yeah, there's a world where they marketed themselves better. Hey, Joanne. We're doing great. There's a world where the Connecticut Leather Corporation, or Coleco, just had a better marketing team, and they absolutely dominated the video game field. Because their tech was a lot better than everything else available at the time. I'm not saying it was Nintendo level. It wasn't. But it was leaps and bounds ahead of Intellivision and Atari.
Yeah.
And they had 3 whole years to learn how to dominate before Nintendo showed up. They could have won that console war, but their marketing sucked. Kablamo! Very cool, Duce. I'm not surprised. Wow, both of these tanks are terrible. It's a real Sophie's Choice type of situation, but if she hated both of her children. Do. God, Amy's the best. Oh, that's how they brand it, No Pain, as being the all-ages family console. Nintendo's always branded itself that way. And yet I was able to play a Golgo 13 game as a child. So, some stuff slipped by. Seriously, that was one of my earliest video game memories was playing Top Secret Mission, the Golgo 13 game, which is amazing. I wasn't planning on it, Mateo, but who knows what the future will bring. Well, that's what they go for, No Pain. The idea that they're an all-ages console. That they have the kind of games that anyone can have fun by loading up at any time. That's Nintendo's whole brand. I'd say that's weird, potato salad. But I don't know what the meme is, so there you go. Yay. There we go. Careful. Uh-oh. Well, that's sooked. We are, David. Although, wow, did your auto... I have to assume what's happening with you is speak to text. And, oh boy, did that one get it wrong. But since I've started assuming that you're using speech to text, I've just thought about how what you write sounds and tried to reverse interpret what you were saying. And I think I'm doing better at guessing that. Well, this is a problem. Oh, good. Someone's boxed me in. Thanks, lady. You distract them. I'm going to go around the flank. Do-do. What about you, Tauba?
Yay, you're live!
Okay, well that hurt. Come on.
Did you see Potato asking if you can turn the volume up a bit?
I hadn't, but I will. There we go. I don't have it installed now, Duce, but we will play more Azure Lane next week if you'd like.
Sorry, Joanne, I did not see your comment earlier. I am good. It snowed. It's actually still snowing. It's kind of like a blizzard out there. It's amazing.
Some might call it blizzard-tastic. I might call it that.
I have ventured outside.
Have I ever seen a Tiger 2 in real life, Mateo? No, my war museum does not have a Tiger 2. They have a Tiger, but they don't have a Tiger 2. They have a bunch of Patton tanks, not Patton, Sherman tanks. They've got a CV, which is awesome. But more importantly, and I know this is kind of disturbing, so I almost hesitate to say it, but they have a Stug that was actually destroyed in combat. Like, so it's a Stug but it's got these great gaping holes in it from where a Canadian tank's shells pierced and killed everybody inside. It's both morbid and very fascinating because you can see what it looks like when a tank gets destroyed.
I preferred the old war museum over the new one, although I do like the feature that you can see all the tanks.
Yeah. No, I mean, the new one, the old one did not have room. They had, like, a Sherman, and there was a warehouse somewhere that had a bunch of tanks in it that they would cycle in and out for special occasions. But the new one just has a giant concrete garage that is full of tanks.
Our old war museum was housed in a very old building.
Literally like a fort.
Yeah, a fort. It's not a castle. There's a different museum in the castle.
That's true. We do have a museum in the castle.
We have a
Ottawa's
museum in the
great.
castle. That's funny.
Yeah. In North America, there's a museum inside a castle.
Right?
That's That's the kind of thing you say it out loud. You'd assume you'd have to go to Europe to see that. But you don't. You can get that in Canada. Fun fact, when our Parliament buildings burned down because someone dropped a cigar one time. There was no war or anything. Somebody just dropped a cigar in a library. Idiot. We actually moved Parliament to that castle. And now it's a museum. It's awesome. Where we keep all of our wooden statues of dinosaurs. It's very haunted.
Very haunted. I used to live across the street.
Yeah, it is a very haunted building. But anyway, I think what's fascinating about it is the new museum, right? Not only do they have a lot of tanks, and they have a lot of tanks. There's a Churchill there. What do you call it? I don't remember the name of the Canadian version of the Sherman, but they have like 2 of them. They have an FT-17. Like, a bunch of the tanks from this game are featured at our museum. But the best thing they have... Well, okay, I hesitate to say best. Oh, we have a snowmobile tank. And it's not really a tank. It's like a snowmobile that has a place to put a machine gun on it, but it's pretty awesome.
It's kind of amazing.
But, no. The thing that's the best about the museum, though, is that we have... and I know this is going to sound crazy, a man-piloted missile.
Yeah.
We have a man-piloted missile, and this is something that Germany made towards the end of the war to kamikaze people and make sure their V2s hit. Well, V1. So it was actually middle way through the war. But anyway, so they repurposed a bunch of V1s and they put in a cockpit, and the idea was literally have a guy sit in there and fly the missile into London. And they thought, oh, well, by having a guy in there, he could avoid anti-aircraft fire in planes. But they never actually used it. It was awesome. Oh, yeah, they have half-tracks. I assume, yeah. Oh, no, it's a beautiful museum. Just the tank garage, though. The main museum part is very poorly organized.
Very poorly organized, and, like...
Japan did do kamikaze. Yeah. It's just Germany planned it as well. You were saying?
Very poorly organized, and like a lot of the more informative stuff is gone, and it's very like it feels like they're worshipping war now.
Oh yeah, it's very creepy.
I was really unsettled by the Nazi Mercedes. Car.
They have one of Hitler's car. We also have one of Hitler's Mercedes.
Yeah.
One of his bulletproof Mercedeses.
And they, like, people were, like...
taking their picture with it, and I'm like,
ooh. And I'm like, where are you posting that picture?
Yeah.
You posing with a freaking Nazi flagged out Mercedes. Like, where are you posting this picture?
That's a really good question.
Like, I do not need a picture of this. I am unsettled with the amount of people that are... Like, and like literally taking selfies and like clearly planning to post pictures. And I'm like, what the fuck do you think you're posting?
It's disgusting.
It's not
but
like
far more upsetting than that is the fact that we have an entire display devoted to the guy who killed the person further away with a sniper rifle than anyone has ever done in the history of war that we know of. And the issue is, and like, we're supposed to be proud that the guy who did that was Canadian. Great. But it's just so weird to have an actual rifle there and a little chart about, explaining, oh, by the way, a Canadian soldier shot somebody to death with this gun. And the guy was farther away from somebody than that had ever happened before. So let's celebrate this gun.
Like, there was barely
Very creepy.
any... I mean, there's a vague mention of, like, the settling of Canada and Canada wars.
No, there's a whole wing of it about
there
the
is, but there... I didn't finish
Yeah.
my point.
Ah.
There's a vague... Oh, yeah, and Canadian Indigenous people were kind of there, too.
Yeah.
Oh, you should have an entire wing by okay, sure.
That would
and
be
there's,
ideal.
like, even in the World War II section, there's, like, a vague mention now, I find, comparatively speaking,
Yeah.
of the Holocaust.
No!
Like, they talk about the Holocaust, but the Old War Museum actually had, like,
A lot.
a lot of stuff on the Holocaust. And I found that, like, you know what? I don't really need to see Hitler's car.
That's what I said.
Yeah. Like, I don't really need to see that. I'd prefer...
Cool,
and they
Duce.
even had, like, from...
Thanks.
The war, like, beautiful, like, craftsmanship stuff and, like, the handmade, like, embroidered postcards that soldiers used to send back that
Oh,
were
yeah.
purchased over there, which, like, my family actually owns some of them and still have some of them, but, like, beautiful stuff like that, and that's all, like, in storage and not displayed.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
Do. It does make for wonderful video games, Passion 9, largely because it's the last war. It's the only war where tanks were majorly used, and
Yeah.
tanks are awesome. And it's the last war where dogfighting was a thing, which is awesome. Like, it's the last war before technology got so good that war wasn't entertaining anymore.
And should we post a link for your statement?
Yeah, we already talked about that.
I
It's okay.
Again, is the mug empty?
Yes.
It is.
Well, how would I know that?
I just lowered it. So
Yeah, but the amount you lowered an angle, it looked empty. Alright. Yeah, and in Korea and Vietnam, there weren't major tank conflicts, is my point. There weren't major scenes. They still used tanks, but there weren't major tank conflicts. Likewise, there wasn't extensive dogfighting. Alright, here we go. Yeah, there was some dogfighting in Korea and Vietnam, but honestly not that much. Do you know that, like, basically no American planes were shot down by Vietnamese planes in Vietnam, the entire Vietnam War? I don't remember the number, but it's something like 15 in the entire war, like 1.5 a year. Yeah, a bunch were lost to anti-aircraft fire, and a weirdly large number were lost just to pilot, air, and mechanical difficulty. But Vietnamese planes shot down almost no American planes. It was not difficult to destroy them.
what do you have over there? Like they're like, they're from World War I, like motorcycle goggles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, goggles that people actually wore while riding motorcycles in on German, and they're German, of course,
Yeah.
because you know, German people. What question did you ask? Oh, we're playing this on PS5, no pain. Hey, you do stuff. What's going on? Godwin, also what's up? Yeah.
But you originally purchased this for PS4.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's a PS4, PS5 game.
Yeah.
That's true, Potato Salad. Again, I'm not saying there were no instances of planes fighting each other. I'm talking about in the air. I'm still talking about major conflicts involving a ton of dogfighting, and the last time that happened was World War II.
I always wonder if your mic picks up that sound from
It
outside.
100% does.
Like, I wonder if people wonder what that is.
Well, I think anyone who lives near snow knows what it is,
The
and anyone who
rumbling
doesn't.
and the constant beeping.
Yeah. That's snow clearing, baby. It's blizzard as hell out there.
Awesome. I went out. I had ordered baked goods, so I picked up baked goods. It's not stuck permanently in the snow. In my little tiny car. Seriously, that thing is amazing.
Oh, totes.
I saw the guy from the bakery watching me pull out of the alleyway behind the bakery.
As you do.
And like watching me like go down the end. I'm like, yep, no problem.
Oh, the Tomcat. The F-14 Tomcat was a very, very good. Careful. Okay. Yay! No! Oh, this is amazing. Well, that was brutal. I've not seen that movie, Duce. Yes, I'm very happy with my PS5.
According to Gail Simone, Xbox is better.
They're both very good. I got no complaints about either of them.
I think she was just trying to start another internet argument.
Oh, okay. Xbox 360 was better than PS3, and PS4 was better than Xbox One. I haven't made a decision about these two consoles yet, but if we're talking about aesthetics, oh my god. The Xbox Series X is gorgeous.
Yeah.
And
finally.
The PS5 is literally the ugliest console I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah. Like,
And I'm including, like, Intellivision and Coleco into that.
Sorry.
I'm including the, what's it called? TurboGrafx 16, which is a stunningly ugly piece of kit.
Like, and historically, the PlayStation has been better looking than the Xbox.
Oh, yeah.
Not this time.
No, I don't know what they were thinking, but wow, is it brutally ugly.
Xbox, actually, remember when Steam was supposed to release their console?
Yeah, that's one of what their premise, like their
Yeah, that was
idea
what their
boxes were.
concept-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, except it didn't have the vertical disk drive, but that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just realized that. Because I was about to say, it's what we were promised video game systems would look like in the future.
Yep.
And then I was like, wait a minute.
Just, you know, monoliths from... I think the most impressive thing about the Xbox, though, is the way that if you look at it from the right angle, it looks like it is full of, like, day-glow green stuff. But that's just a clever paint job. No, they really did a great job with it. Whoops.
Well, it's, like, not only is the PS5 console ugly, it's also, like...
Gigantic.
Where the hell do you put it?
Super gigantic, like, way too big, and incredibly heavy.
Like, we have, like, a TV stand that a lot of gamers have.
Yeah.
Like, it's from IKEA. It's not necessarily intended for TVs, but, like, a lot of gamers I know have the exact same stand.
It's a very popular stand
it's
because
open in the
consoles
back, you got
neatly fit
airflow,
into it, and you got the open back for airflow. So it's a very popular thing.
Exactly. And I mean, like, I also love it because it fits the record albums and a lot on. But, like...
It's exactly the size, in fact, to fit a record album. That's how it was built and designed.
But, like, the PS5 does not fit on it.
Nope.
Like, what the hell? And it's a huge console that, like, fits every video game system.
Yeah.
Except for the PS5.
Oh, it's crazy. Well, come on, everybody loves the Harrier. The Harrier can hover, potato salad. It's the plane that can hover. We all saw True Lies. That's amazing. It's a fighter jet that can hover like a helicopter. Why would you ever pick another plane? And yes, I know the F-35 can hover too. Or wait, am I thinking of something else? Can the is the F-35 VTOL, or which plane? If I'm not, which plane am I thinking of? The Harrier is a beautiful plane. I was always happy to see it show up in video games. Oh, the Yak-38 can. I didn't know that. Okay, well, my guys got splattered, so that wasn't good. But then this happened. So we're getting even. Careful. Ow. It's true. When you see the Harrier in action, which I did once in an air show. I've been to an air show once, saw a Harrier, it was awesome.
Have you been to an air show once?
Oh, I hated the sound.
Yeah.
The sound freaked me out.
A distance away.
That's fun. Yeah, the loudness of it really freaked me out. Also, being out in the sun was not ideal for me. I'm not really I burn very easily.
Yeah. Well, I burn easily.
Yes.
There was one year that
That's true, Passion 9. That was a great boss fight.
the Snowbirds air show was, like for a few years over our town.
Nice.
Around Canada. And I can remember one year climbing on our roof to watch it.
I technically have seen the Snowbirds a bunch because I would do Canada Day stuff, and they fly over, but that's not the same as going to an air show.
But because we were like close to where they were setting up to do the main air show, we just like went up on our roof to watch instead.
Careful.
My mother obviously did not like that.
Oh, of course not.
She's like you.
Ah, the Blue Angels. Yes, I would imagine that would be incredibly loud. Where the heck are these guys? Oh wait, was that them?
My dad worked in like factories and like with machinery and all that kind of stuff. So
Yeah,
he
they
was
are.
really big on if you actually went to the actual air show, he always had noise canceling earplugs.
Smart.
発射命中ねナイスタイミングです
Gotcha.
And I mean, when I was like younger and started covering conferences, I was fortunate enough to have like one person that was also doing the job. Be like, oh, you're gonna start doing this? Bring noise canceling earphones, earplugs. So
Wait
I
for
just
it.
started carrying them.
Wait for it. There she is.
聞いて
And
るよ
then
うです
fell out of that habit because I hadn't been to a lot of concerts where I needed them. And then got back into that habit.
Oh,
And movie theaters introduced, what was it?
AVX.
AVX, because it's shatter your eardrums loud. So when I go to it, well, back when we
I
used
mean,
to go to the
if you
movies-
can take the noise and being outside and wearing the headphones, it is very fun to go to a air show. I totally get the appeal. Favorite helicopter? Easy. The Hind D. It's the amazing helicopter that is both a troop transport and a fully effective attack helicopter. Favorite helicopter? Hind D. No comparison. Also, it's just the best looking helicopter with the weird double two-bubble cockpit setup. Just a gorgeous helicopter all around.
敵フラッグ車発見
Hi, we found her.
命中ねナイスタイミングです
She's pretty good at fleeing. We'll give her that. Oh, I thought she was going to take that plane the other way. She didn't. It's over.
ナイスタイミング
We've destroyed it. We've destroyed all of her associates.
命中
So she's trying to flee, but she's not going to get far. I'm in a Russian tank.
S35 行動不能試合終了
Cobra's a good looking. Cobra's a good looking helicopter too. Come on, Hind D. Somua.
I like the Hindy for a different reason.
Ugh.
Seriously? Didn't even have to say it?
No.
Sounds like you're saying Hindy.
I know. Yeah. No. It's clear what happened there. No one is surprised by what happened there.
Oh no, our day is going well because it's snowing here. We love snow.
Yeah.
We're gonna go and play in the snow. I want to see how deep it can get.
Yeah. It's snow's awesome, and we've been waiting all year for snow, literally.
Later, we're probably gonna do the thing where we go over to the like
Hey, on a
forest
bridge.
trails, and I run through the powdered snow, like Rocky,
Yep.
like Rocky.
Almost exactly like
It
Rocky.
might actually end up being. It's not going to be up to my waist today, but it will probably be up to based on what's fallen already. It will be over my knees for sure.
I'm not familiar with the red arrows because I've never seen them. Potato salad. Which one is the A129 Attachment? The AH-64 Apache? I've played a lot of video games about the Apache and as the Apache, and it's a cool helicopter. It's no Hind D, but it's pretty badass.
And Joanne, I got to go pick up baked goods because we live in the future now, even though we're in a pandemic, and you can just order baked goods from your favorite bakery, park in the alleyway behind the bakery, call them, and they'll just, throw them through your car window at you, and it's like phenomenal. So I just,
聞いてるようですナイスタイ
had
ミン
my
グ
breakfast made from like a fresh loaf of bread.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very happy.
リタイ
I'm
を打ち
about
ます
to go get a donut. Because I'm fresh baby.
Yeah.
Unabridged, are you yelling Cobra because you like
G.I. Joe.
the Cobra version of, like, there's actually like a helicopter or plane called the Cobra? Or are you just yelling Cobra because of G.I. Joe?
It's
'Cause
both.
I'm fine.
The answer is both.
Okay. Coincidentally, last week after the Saturday stream when I was working, I loaded up G.I. Joe to watch live after the stream. I was like, I'm in the mood for cartoons. It's Saturday.
Well, it was the perfect time to watch cartoons, famously. So, literally, and this is true, a guy who's now a congressman, and try to imagine a situation where this could happen. There was an ad against this guy, where every single one of his siblings, that's 6 siblings, said, this guy is an a-hole who can't be trusted. He's the worst guy in the world. And we know because he's our brother. And that guy still won because Arizona sucks. And now that guy is one of the people who organized the seditious attack on the Capitol. Because, yeah, it turns out if someone's entire family tells you not to vote for him, maybe trust them. Oh, god damn it, I forgot.
No opinion on G.I. Joe Unabridged?
It's disgusting.
Oh, look, do you know what I forgot that I realized last week when I was watching G.I. Joe?
How could I? No.
There was another red-headed G.I. Joe lady named HOGuru.
I knew that.
I had blacked her out.
Well, she wasn't really red. She had.
They looked really simple.
They did, but she wasn't really red.
But I was like, what the hell?
Okay, this is bad.
And I guess I blacked her out and I never liked her character because they had that weird thing with Scarlet of like, she was like, yeah, I'm going out for deep Scarlet. And I was like, really? Really? You have to do the quintessential, like, sexist piece of shit bullshit of, like, having to...
Hey, we're swearing less on the channel.
No.
A lot of swearing.
Wait, you just played a video game last night that had swearing every second word.
Yeah, but that was in the video game. Whoa, okay, time to run away. So, fun thing about this game that I had forgotten. This is a problem. Is even if you heal, you don't get your health points for your character, for your whether you're the flag tank back. So I could lose this match without getting killed. All right, so
I agree.
This is
Robotech is
problematic.
one of the best 80s cartoons. I used to get up crazy early in the morning, and I do not like mornings, to watch Robotech, and then sit directly in front of the TV
Ooh.
so my mother wouldn't hear that I was awake. Watch Robotech, and then go back to bed.
totally reasonable. It was the T-95. That's why it was so effectively killing our guys. It's dead now. Okay, so the flag tank is a mouse. We gotta wait for him to shoot at somebody else, then I move in. Oh wait, he's got 2 cannons. I forgot she has 2 cannons.
Which other movies, Passion? The Girls and Cancer movies? They're not all on Netflix?
No, only the show is, not the movie. Or the side story things. Careful.
That's alright, Unabridged. You're forgiven.
Gosh, darn it.
I mean, I think your childhood was hurt by not being able to see, She-Ra and He-Man all the time, but, that was fun.
Hilarious is what it was.
Although, I was mortified when I discovered HOGuru here had not seen Speed Racer as a kid.
Yeah.
Which is probably why you never list that as an amazing movie, which it really is.
Well, what it comes down to, Unabridged, is you have to understand, as long as you can talk about SWAT cats and street sharks, you're fine. The most 90s cartoons of all. SWAT cats and street sharks.
You got your Animaniacs.
That's pretty 90s,
Which
too.
I'm really enjoying the new Animaniacs.
Yeah. Again,
It just feels like their time just passed.
I know.
Although,
Except,
I need my slappy squirrel costume.
they insulted
試合終了
Chicken Boo, the best character
It
in the
was
history of the show.
You have to go and
I'm
watch
sure it was
that
funny,
one. It was
but you
really
shouldn't
good.
mess with Chicken Boo.
I know, Speed Racer does not hold up, but God, I love
しまっ
it.
た相手の
The mangas are better. They hold up way better. Which
Oh,
I didn't
thank
have
God
those
that's
as a
over.
kid. A friend bought me like the
み
complete
んなグッ
mangas.
ジョブ情熱的なナイスゲームだった
But
わ
yeah, the Wachowski siblings movie is fantastic. I love the
It's
Speed
boss
Racer.
as hell.
その情熱試してあげるわ
Oh, Kim Possible is amazing.
Well, I've never seen an episode of Kim Possible. Why would I have?
Is it on?
It's a
It was
child's cartoon.
Disney, so it would be on our.
I guess.
Your like friend and writing partner watched it like.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Religiously.
I just never
ル
did.
ールはフラッグ戦相手のフラッグ賞を倒したチームの勝利ね
I gave up on cartoons in the 90s. Hey, Adrian.
ザプラード
People tell me it's good. I also heard they made terrible live-action Kim Possible
それでは
movies.
試合
Yeah, I
を
never
始
saw
めま
Like
す
dangerously awful. Alright, so now here's the problem. There's a lady who has a future tank. I want you to go up here and hide. I want the rest of you to go hang out near this bridge. There.
Mateo, you want us to say your surname? Folgori?
Okay. She did it. Alright, so now I'm gonna get on top of the tower.
Now, this means something like dirty and, Italian. I will find out. Because I have a bunch of Italian friends.
Gotcha. Alright, let's all be careful.
止まりません
Did you post them, your images on the Discord? Alright, so she's around here somewhere. I should be unhittable where I'm parked. Unless she gets up on that bridge, which she might. I want her to come over there, then I'm going to loop around this,
依然敵影なし
tower here. This tower of rock. And while she's shooting it out with my guys, I'll zip around behind her.
I just realized that means Unabridged never had the best
一時
show
方向から
ever.
砲撃を
Bug.
Captain Power.
And the Soldiers of the Future, yes. Okay, she went on the bridge, everybody, but then she fell off the bridge. So that's cool.
Oh, that's
敵車両
cool.
見失いま
Unabridged.
した
That's how we got Will Friddle as Terry McGinnis in Batman
前
Beyond.
進しま
Nice.
す
Also, Batman Beyond. Great cartoon.
Yeah, it's a very good cartoon. Where the hell is this guy going? I don't... Okay, if I try to peek out and shoot her, she 100% will be able to shoot me. So give me a second.
止まりません
Come on.
発射外れたナイスタイミングです
What?
装填急いで敵車両を捉えました
Yeah, I'm not shooting.
発射
Oh, come on.
交代しますナイスタイミングです
I hate her so much. Well, that didn't work at all. She's confused. She doesn't know where to move. This can happen to her AI sometimes, and it's obviously the best thing that can
どう
possibly
やら
happen
気づか
during
れ
this
てま
fight.
すね
And she drove off the bridge again. What are you doing?
敵車両前進します
Hi.
どこからでもいいように警戒してね
Does anyone see where she's going? I have not heard of Fat David, no. Oh, there she is.
Yeah, that's not ringing a bell at all.
Come on. It's over. Did I have to sacrifice my entire team? Yes. But then she blew up, so I win. Whew! That felt pretty good. Not gonna lie.
But, like, you have seen some 90s cartoons, because you liked Batman. You saw
Yeah.
Batman in the animated series, and Batman Beyond, and...
I didn't say I never saw 90s
Beetlejuice.
cartoons.
Beetlejuice.
I never said I didn't see 90s cartoons. I said I didn't see 2000s and up cartoons like Kim Possible.
Oh, yeah, I guess it was in 2000.
Yeah. Oh, that was beautiful.
面白そうってのももちろんあるけど、みんなにいろいろ経験してほしくてね。経験ですか？そう。普段の仲間でチームワークを高めるのも大切だけど、新しい仲間とやってみるのも貴重な経験になったでしょ？確かに。戦い方とか考え。
I've heard of Superhuman Samurai Squad. I haven't seen it.
共感。それはわかるのですが、なぜ共感まで乱入してきたんですか？みんなが楽しそうにやって
Yes, apparently Gravity Falls is very good. Although some people tell me that it's unbelievably dull.
Well, it's good. Like, I enjoyed it. I just...
じゃ、いつもの行くわよ。はい、パンツァー。
It can be a wee bit repetitive.
Gotcha. We did it! Mission accomplished. Oh, whoops, wrong button. Not accurate at all, Adrian.
Well, it's not that I find it dull. It's just...
It's not off to a great start.
Well, no, it had a really... You know what it is? The first episode is actually really good.
Yeah.
And then it goes into, like, it has, like, a little bit of a downturn after
It gets
that
bogged
first
down
episode.
with stuff.
Yeah, and it's not bogged down. It's still really fun and entertaining. It's just... It's the kind of show I'll put on and do something else when I watch it.
Yeah.
Like, I might take the tablet to work and watch it at work. Kind of thing.
Oh, yeah.
内容ですが、カチューシャに興味がないようなので、事態の連絡をしておきます。
なんだ、クララ。ちょっと待ちなさい。
どうかしましたか、カチューシャ。
I don't dislike it. I actually liked it. I'm just saying it's...
って言ったわよね。
Isn't one of my
カチューシャた
favorite
ちもそのように。
cartoons? Not
了解しました。
particularly.
The Falkland War, my opinion
一
is,
体どういう風の吹き回しですか。
how shall I put this? I hate Argentina. Their leader was a monster with no good qualities, just a real dirtbag in every way. But is there any reason that they should have owned those islands?
ただでさえ偉大なカチューシャ。
Probably
Okay,
not.
Bridge, that makes me feel better because, like, I'm only in the first season, so if the second season is better paced, that's great.
わかりました。すぐに
I
参
am
加の
eager
手
to
配。
watch the second
そう
season.
ね。この際だから、ノンナよりも大きくしてもらっちゃおうかしら。
Дорогая Нонна,
And I'm fully
если Катюша вырастет, я буду только рада.
I'm fully willing to
Ничего
like
страшного.
acknowledge
Но, Нонна,
that part
если
of my
Катюша
issue with
вырастет,
it
возможно, ты не сможешь больше сажать ее на плечи.
Is
is like it's
ノンナより大きくなったら、特別
like
に
I've
ノンナ
read
を
a
肩
lot
車
of
してあげて
that
も
kind
いい
of
わよ。
urban sci-fi. So when you've read like
Дорогая Нонна,
a ton of it, it feels a bit repetitive, even though it's not necessarily repetitive.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it's hard to do that, especially because like it is a cartoon, it is a kid show. When you've read some of the best of that kind of
поживем
fiction out
и
there,
видим.
Yeah.
especially even comedic fiction.
Oh, of course.
Looking at you, Shannon McGuire.
近寄ったらろくなことに
Yeah, it gets a little repetitive.
Yeah, I get that.
Tanya. God, wouldn't you love to see the Son of the Keeper series as a cartoon?
That could work.
That could totally work.
Totes.
全国大会より厳しいお仕置きじゃないですか。気合い入れていくわよ。
Oh, hell.
Ruh-roh?
Yeah, this might end badly. Well, we'll see.
ついにこの時が来たわ。みんな分かってるわ
I
ね。
do know what time it is. Or
前
do
回
I?
は不覚を取りましたが今回はそうはさせません
Okay.
もうカチューシャ
Does that
様を
affect anything?
一人で戦わせたりはしません。
So what time is it?
壁田も
Yes,
今日
for
は絶好調だ
violence.
べ。
Time for violence.
Time for violence.
怖さ
Ugh.
教えてやる。
Alright.
おいあずみ、こんなところに子供がいるよ。あら本当。迷子かしら。危ないわね。観客席に連れて行ってあげた方がいいんじゃない？お姉さんたちはこれからここで戦車道の試合をするの。だからここは危ないわよ。うちのスタッフに観客席まで案内させるから。お父さんかお母さんの携帯の番号はわかるかしら？
You donut girl. Oh, I love how they realize her getting on her shoulders.
めぐみ、あずみ、ルミ、何をしている？隊長、この子が試合場に迷い込んだみたいで、親のところに連れて行こうとしていたんですけど、子供ではない。
You shouldn't be allowed to speak.
クラウダ高校の
What were you
隊
saying
長、
about
カ
someone
チュー
on
シャさんだ。
someone's shoulders?
I don't know.
うちの隊員が迷惑をかけたようで申し訳ない。隊
I
長と
might
して
get
お詫び
banned
する。
from the stream.
It's likely that's going to happen. She's on too much tea, everybody. And it's caused her to go mad. That can happen. Be careful with tea.
島田アリスだ。
It's what happened to those American guys that time when they threw all that tea in the harbor. They just
見せてあげる。分かった。
drank too much of the tea and they got a little rowdy. Hey, Alvin, what's up?
で相手をさせてもらう。
ルールはフラッグ戦
This might work well, but I'm fighting against a Centurion, which may or may not be the first main battle tank, depending on who you ask. So, wish me luck. Not as bad as fighting the Type 10, obviously, but it's still pretty brutal. Oh,
見てないんじゃない？何やってんの？止まりなさい。
careful.
装填完了よ。
How?
撃て。聞いてるわね。
Come on.
やればできるじゃない。
Whew. That was close.
ちょっと見失っちゃったじゃない。
Ow. Presumably unabridged. Although I think it's more just a car that someone stood out of and used a matchlock
車両を
rifle.
捉えたわよ。撃て。嘘、弾かれた。やればできるじゃない。
Kablamo.
行動不能
Blammo? Snow!
試合終了
Exactly.
カチューシャの勝ちね。
Take that, Mount Fuji.
なかなかやるわね。でもカチューシャの方がお姉さんなんだから、カチューシャが勝つのは当然よ。お姉さん？そうよ。美穂社よりもお姉さんなんだから。美穂さんよりお姉さん。だから飛び級のあなたがカチ
Oh,
ューシャに勝
yeah.
てないのもしょうがないわ。残念だったわね。でもあなたもカチューシャくらいお姉さんになればきっとカチューシャといい勝負ができるは
That
ず
was,
よ。
as the kids say,
次は
brutal.
負けない。いいわよ。何度でも相手をしてあげる。だってカチューシャはお姉さんなん
Oh,
だから。
oh, oh,
絶対
oh,
に
oh.
勝つ。
Oh,
なんで握手なんか。見るな、見ちゃダメだべ。なして見たら石になるわけでもあるめし、それよりひでえことになるのは間違いねえべ。
Just think about that scene in the terrible
言われてみれば
Jurassic Park 2, where they accidentally let out the mosasaur. You know, from the mosasaur pool. And I'm like, I know this was an incompetently designed park, but no one would be so incompetent as to leave an openable door, but being the only thing between the mosasaur and the ocean. And if you watch the first movie, the mosasaur is clearly just in a pool. There's a big pool, but it's completely contained and it can't go anywhere.
同志カチューシャ
Узнаю нашу Катюшу.
Also, I cannot stress this enough. Don't make a mosasaur. People are never going to be able to see it, so it's not a fun thing to have at a zoo. Don't make an underwater dinosaur. Seriously. Of course I got the DLC, Alvin. We were playing Panzer Festival a minute ago. I'm very sorry.
出てきたわね、アンツヨ高校。今日はカチューシャにどんなヘンテコ作戦を見せてくれるのかしら。そこまで期待されちゃしょうがない。聞いて驚け、見てびっくりしろ。レバノニ、カルパッチョ、ガッテン。
ドゥチェ本当にやるんですか。
とこれは
It is anchovy. Oh no, 3-tier shoulder
こ
riding!
れでノンナに肩車をしてもらおうが、アンツヨを下に見ることは不可能だ。戦いは試合の前から始まっている。アンツヨの
God,
頭脳の
Anzio's the
勝利だ。
best.
さすがっすね、ドゥーチェ。でもちょっと重いっす。
ペパロニ頑張って。
ノンナ、カチューシャたちも3段、いえ、4段で行くわよ。
カチューシャ様、いつでも行けます。
私らはちょっと遠慮してけど、どうせ私ら一番下だしな。
カチューシャ肩車の必要
No,
はなさ
anchovy's
そ
the
うです
best.
どういうことよ。
姉さん、もう限界っす。
ペパロニ、大丈夫か。
ルーチェ、ウィッグは重いから乗るときは外してくれってあれほど言ったのに。
ちげえだ。そろそろ時間だから試合始めない。前哨戦では不覚を取ったが、本番で勝てば全部チャラだ。アンツヨの機動力に恐れ入れ。
ルールはフラッグ戦。相手のフラッグ者を倒したチームの勝利ね。
それじゃあさっさと片付けてお家に帰るわよ。
それでは試合を始めます。
進むわよ。
前進
This should be nice. Yeah. Do 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 do. Ba 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 ba.
敵車両発見。
敵の情報が届いたわよ。
やりました。損害は軽微。問題ない。交代します。装填完了。
前進します。
装填完
準
了。
備 OK よ。
There they are.
車
With
両
their
を捉
cute
えたわ。
little mini tanks
アルロベローチ
that explode with a single shot because, you know, they're micro
装
tanks.
填完了。攻撃。
Sorry, Pepperoni. You're getting taken down.
アルロベローチ
Hopefully Nana didn't get freaked out too much.
装填完了。
敵の情報が届いたわよ。
So that's 2 down. And here's number 3.
ちょっと
And 4.
いいわよ。前進します。やればできるじゃない。
Damn it, she got away. You're not helpful.
Very helpful.
You might want to look that word up in the dictionary.
I'm very helpful.
Uh-huh.
Porter King, you missed everything. Also, I executed a pun that got me banned from Tsushima.
You're welcome. Where are you? It's over, everybody. We got her.
B40 行動不能
Famously, Mateo, I'm monstrous.
残念。あとちょっとだったのにな。
いい試合でしたよルーチェ。
Oh my god.
そうだな。よーし。じゃあいつも通りに宴会だ。パスタを茹でろ。ピザ窯は熱々だぞ。任せてください、アンチョビ姉さん。
There we go.
たくさん
Yeah.
食べていってください
Oh
ね
my god.
なんなのよこれ。
パンツヨ高校は試合の後対戦相手を交えて宴会をするのが恒例のようです
Favorite type of pizza? That's easy.
そのようです
Jalapeno, feta cheese, fresh tomatoes. You might not know what fresh tomatoes is. That is when you cook a whole pizza, right? And then the moment but then you slice a couple of tomatoes into thin slices. Then the moment it comes out of the oven, you toss those tomato slices onto the pizza, and it sinks into the melty cheese, and the pizza essentially cooks the tomato with its own heat. Fantastic.
So good.
Best thing you could do.
He will agree with you.
Well, I'm allergic. I mean, pineapple belongs on pizza. I'm just allergic to it, so I can't have it.
I love pineapple on pizza, but it was pineapple on pizza was the Hawaiian pizza was invented in Canada. So,
Yep.
you know.
It's a famous Canadian treat because it's pineapple and back bacon is what it's supposed to be. But Americans just make it with ham, which is fine. But it's supposed to be pineapple and back bacon to actually have a Hawaiian pizza.
あの子たちもカチューシャと同じ。
ええ私たちと同じくらい
Well, that is chlorine gas, potato salad.
全部オッケーだ。よし。
You're describing the recipe for chlorine gas. So, don't do that, everybody. Never mix cleaners. Because even if you think you know what's in a cleaner, you don't know how they're going to chemically react with each other, under any circumstance.
軽く2勝ってとこね。
お見事でしたカチューシャ
このカチューシャと本気を出す。
Oh, absolutely, I remember potato salad, and I will always mute people for trying to get people killed on the stream.
クララはなんて言ってるの？
カチューシャの偉大な戦術にはいつも驚かされます私も見習いたいですと言っているようです
次の試合でも見せてあげるからいくらでも学ぶといいわ。カチューシャがいる限り負けなんてないんだから。
This is the best donut I've ever had
Yeah.
that I am not allergic to.
Nice. Well, as you know, the key here is hide. Now, I'm going to try to win it without hiding, but if it looks bad, I will hide and cheat.
カチューシャさん。
Because I like to win.
お久しぶりです。ミーホーサー。今日もカチューシャが勝た
And
せ
I'm
てもら
fighting
うよ。
against AI, so there's no real reason not to cheat.
元気だった？相変わらず
Do,
肩
do,
車なん
do,
だな。
ba, ba,
よろしくお願いしますね。
ba,
プ
ba,
ラ
ba,
ウダ
ba,
高
ba,
校の皆さん。
ba,
来たわ
ba,
ね。
ba,
お笑いの生徒会。
ba,
全国大会であんたたちにやられたこと、カチューシャは覚えているわよ。それがどうした？
No, I haven't seen Bendy. I don't know what he's up to.
カチューシャよりも全てにおいて下だってことを教えてあげるわ。ということはひょっとして。そうよ。あんたたち負けたら土下座よ。
I
大
missed
笑い
that.
全員でね。
As did I.
負けたら土下座なんて絶対嫌だよ。
Fortune cookies are originally from Japan, not China. Actually, we knew that. Well,
Yep.
小山。あ、はい。カチューシャさん、
I mean, actual fortune cookies are more of an American,
Well, no,
Japanese American.
well, no, but I mean, they had them in Japan.
No. But what we think of fortune cookies.
Now, yes. Yeah, and the fun fact is, what happened was, that, so what happened was, in World War II, racism against Japan got real bad on the west coast of the United States. So all of these places that own Japanese restaurants
Well,
quickly closed down and opened back up as Chinese restaurants, assuming the white people couldn't tell the difference or know what language people were speaking, and they got away with it. And they kept having that Japanese treat, fortune cookies, at the end of meals. And then what would happen was, people who had been on the west coast of America, going to these quote-unquote Chinese restaurants getting fortune cookies, would, like, go to New York, and they would get to the end of the meal at a Chinese restaurant, and then be like, "Where's my fortune cookie?" And they demanded these so vociferously that Chinese restaurants started being like, "Let's just do it. Let's just order the fortune cookies."
yeah.
And then eventually it became a thing. And it was all because of anti-Japanese racism during World War II. I'm 6 feet tall, Mateo.
A little taller than 6.
Some amount of inches taller than 6 feet, but not a meaningful amount of inches. I'm not one of those giant people.
You are a giant person.
No, I'm not. I'm just very tall.
I am 5'1". You are a giant person. You are way more than a foot taller.
I'm not way more than a foot taller. I'm a foot and a bit taller than you. Yeah, like, but, I mean, I had a weird experience in the store the other day where, like, I looked at the height chart for, so they can tell how tall shoplifters were to the cops. Not that the cops care or will investigate, but it's a nice thing to have. And, oh my god, and it's like, it was just below my eye level was the 6 foot marker, and I'm like, no, that's fine. That's a little low.
It's a little, although that being said, depending on who's installing them and how their setup is, it's set up so, like, say I own a small store.
Yeah.
So they're supposed to be set up so, say if I'm standing at the cash,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, the angle.
the angle is supposed to show me.
Yeah.
Or, opposed to that,
The
where
camera,
the
yeah.
camera.
It reminds me of that wonderful, I watched this documentary about people who were falsely convicted of crimes, right? And so this guy was arrested for robbing a gas station, not a gas station, a convenience store. And so, let's just call him Steve. Got his name, but I don't remember his name, so it doesn't matter. So the cops arrested him, right? And they're like, yeah, you must have done it because your neighbor said you did it. And to be fair, he looked almost exactly like the he looked almost exactly like the guy who robbed the store. And so they went and they talked to the cops went and they talked to the guy in the store, right, who had been robbed. It's like, is this the guy? And he's like, no, but the robber looked almost exactly like Steve, but it's not Steve. They're like, well, how do you know it's not Steve? And he's like, Steve is 6'10". And the robber was at best 5'4". They have almost exactly the same face, but one is more than a foot taller than the other. It is literally impossible to get them confused. And so the cops, and it's impossible to overstate how lazy and corrupt cops are. So the cops were like, yeah, but we already have this guy in custody, so we're just gonna say it was him anyway.
Yeah, Hurricane, I know you're tall, but how tall exactly are you?
Well, you gotta be tall if you're a professional swimmer. Way to go, Semper. Thumbs up. Emoji. Do 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 do. Oh, I love when they speak Russian.
I know the feeling, Anchovy. I know the feeling.
Oh yeah, Lady Guru is tiny.
Although I'm still always amazed by people that are like, I know I have long arms for my height, but people that are always like, this is too high, I can't reach this, and I'm like, here you go.
Ради Катюши.
Aww.
Ради
I
правды.
am 5'1".
Должны принять
Yeah.
эту боль. Но ведь это же...
Well, we are Canadian. We are actually kind of
さっき
part
から何
British.
ブツブツ言
We,
っているの
we
よ。
never fully left.
どんなクラ
It's
ー
true.
聞いてるの？
Plenty of Britain here in Canada.
America had a whole...
We still have pictures of the Queen in various places.
You're like an inch or two taller than HOGuru here.
戦術的
Mark,
撤
Yeah,
退は
and
恥ずかしい
all
もの
the
はありま
best
せん。
swimmers are tall.
Yeah.
Like, tallness, in the same way that it makes you a better runner, it makes you a much better swimmer.
Yeah.
Length of legs, length of arms determines how fast a swimmer you are.
Yeah.
Also,
I mean,
you
it's
have
not
to
the only-
train.
Yeah. But
Obviously, you have to train, but no, if people with the exact same level of training, one's a foot taller than the other, he's going to be a better swimmer. I mean, how tall is Michael Phelps? Like 6'5"? 6'6"? Something like that?
yeah, he's very tall. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I can swim pretty much as fast as you can.
Yeah,
all
but
that.
I have the worst form in the world.
楽勝ね。
But again, I know how to.
全
Oh,
く
there's
問題あり
Bendy.
ません。
Hey, Bendy made it.
Наверняка был обезоружен
Way to
очарованием нашей
drop
великой
by.
Катюши.
People have been wondering what happened to
ク
you,
ラーラが言
Bendy.
ってることはよくわから
And
ない。
I said, I'm sure Bendy's
カチューシャを褒
fine,
めたたえ
but
てる
busy.
雰囲気は伝わってくるわ。
クラーラは
Was I
実際に
right?
褒めたたえ
Who
てい
can
ます
say?
カチューシャ
You can say. You're the one who
2
can
miles
say.
in 12 minutes? How much is 2 miles in
It's a
12
6-minute
このま
mile.
まあと2つ。
Yeah, but
一気に2回よ。
2 miles is 3 and a bit kilometers.
okay, that's impressive.
Yeah.
That's very impressive.
It's running at 12 kilometers an hour for 12 solid minutes. Sorry, 14 kilometers an hour for 12 solid minutes. It's tough.
ほら、
It's
よ
crazy.
く来てくれたわね。今日もカチューシャに価値をプレゼントしてくれるのかし
I
ら。
was a
Katusha's so cute.
sprinter, but never a long
以前
distance
の
runner.
私たちと同じとは思わないで。
Oh, I'm sorry to hear you're tired, Bendy.
Sorry to hear that.
カチューシャが困っちゃう
Ba,
わ。
ba, ba, ba,
あなたたち。
ba, ba, ba,
少しは西住流についていけるようになっているんでしょうね。
よせエリカ
しかし隊長、
力を問われたならば言葉ではなく力を持って答える。それが戦車道だ。
あら、ずいぶん自信があるのね。
当然だ。我ら黒森峰は勝つ自信なくして試合に臨むことはない。皆それだけの鍛錬は積んでいる。
隊長、その通りです。
ノンナ、
はい。
クララ、
Есть.
ニーナ、アリーナ。はい。やっぱり黒森峰はプラウダが倒すべき最大の敵よ。気合い入れていくわよ。
全力を尽くします。
За правду.
カーベイダーの整備は完璧だ
Yay.
ね。なんでも命令してください。絶対勝つわよ。全員戦車登場。
了解。
ルールは特別なものとなっているから
それじゃあ
注意してね。
さっさと片付けてお家に帰るわよ。
試合を始めます。
Let's do it, everybody. This should be, as the kids say, unbelievably badass. Okay, here we go. So tragic that Val Kilmer had throat cancer. I know. Because I understood, like, if he was going to get sick and not be able to work for a while, that was going to be terrible. But the man had one of the greatest voices for voice acting.
Yeah.
And he was fantastic whenever he voice acted. So that he couldn't do even that was just such a tragedy. Oh, we love you, Val Kilmer, and we miss you. Were you the best actor of your generation? Maybe. I mean, to watch Top Secret, and then to watch, careful, Tombstone, and be like, by the way, that's the same actor. Who has that kind of range? Boom. I did not, Horror King. I haven't seen a comment from you since you said you were 6'3". which is the 3rd inch above 6 feet. Just FYI, people are confused about that. Okay, that was awesome. I'm sad I flipped upside down, but that was awesome.
ちょっと見失っちゃったじゃない。敵車両発見よ。下がりなさい。
Val Kilmer. Poor cat.
攻撃。
Whoa!
どこから撃ってきたのよ。
God, that story where he auditioned 5 times for Full Metal Jacket. And the important part you know about Kubrick is Kubrick does not do audition. Like, did not do audition.
発見よ。
And that is what even, like, Val Kilmer did. He never auditioned people. He just picked who was going to be in the movie. But he's like, my agent's like, get me in a room with him. I can convince him to put me in this movie. And he kept him coming back 5 times. And then at the end, he was like, I'm sorry, but Matthew Modine's playing this part. And then Val Kilmer saw Matthew Modine in a restaurant. He's like, congratulations on getting Full Metal Jacket. And Matthew Modine's like, what's that? Because he hadn't auditioned. He didn't know about it. He had never talked to him. He just decided that was who was going to be in the movie. And that's because he was Stanley Kubrick. That's who he got in the movie.
Yeah. Horror King was saying that his siblings are shorter than him.
Oh.
So they're all way faster than that. So he doesn't think height has anything to do with it.
Height 100% has stuff
I
to do
mean,
with
it
it.
has, but there's other factors.
There's other factors too.
Again,
Height 100% has stuff
I
to
am
do
more
with it.
than a foot shorter than
She's
HOGuru
almost
here,
as fast as
and
I
I'm
am
almost as fast.
when we're both swimming our hardest.
Yeah.
But again,
And I
my
can swim
form
for
sucks.
way more sustained period
oh,
than
of
you.
course. Yeah, yeah.
これからの黒森峰だ
But then again, I sink like a stone.
Yeah.
I have no buoyancy whatsoever,
どうしたカチューシャ
which massively affects how fast you go in the water. Because if you float, you're just moving yourself.
I can
But if you
also
sink,
楽しみにしてるわ。
you're fighting against
カチューシャ
sinking.
もっと強く
I
all
can
and trying to move
also
forward.
swim way
その
faster
次
than
も
people
勝ってあ
can
げる
float
けど
too.
That's
So
true.
tall.
You're a very good
何度でも
swimmer.
やろう
That's my point.
たとえ負けた
There's
と
a
しても
lot of other. There's
私は
form.
きっと
There's
強くなる
lots of other stuff that goes
それが私の
with
I
it.
don't know what game you're talking about, Bendy, but
私たちの
okay.
戦車道だから
But yeah. But I mean, being able to literally lie in, a lake or a river and fall asleep while just floating in the water
Yeah.
is something that not a lot of people can do.
Ah.
And, you should probably avoid doing it.
Oh,
Just
totes.
FYI.
No question there.
これ
I'm
で
not saying I
優
have
勝
flotation dice. Just like on your own power, just floating and like sleeping.
カ
Like
チ
an
ューシャ
otter.
も
I know.
Which apparently only sleep in land. But they doze.
はい
They nap.
さすがです同志カチューシャ
Катюша в отличном настроении.
That's true, Horror King. I
Это
totally
радует меня.
believe that.
Ну,
クラーラも調子がいいみたいね最後の試合も
And I'm sure Horror King can map this out. It's always weird, like, coming from an entire family of people who swim, and, like, the worst swimmer in my family, like my father, who's like you, who sinks, is still an actually really good swimmer, comparatively speaking to the rest of the world. And, like, knowing people that don't even know how to swim, I always find that weird. Like, I have a friend that used to live just across the river from me who grew up in this area and, like, always lived near the water, and, like, and none of her siblings know how to swim. I'm like, but you grew up next to the water, like the river and the beach, and why would it baffled me.
Yep.
Yeah.
はいカチュ
Oh,
ーシャ
that's fun. I do stuff. I'm glad
楽し
you're
くて
here.
戦おうね
Yes, welcome aboard.
We talk about very random
もっ
things.
と真剣になり
That's how we do.
もちろん
Or is it? Normally we're not playing Girls in Pens.
That's a
Today
Saturday
we're
special.
playing Girls in Pens because it's Saturday.
久しぶりね
And this is largely a Girls in Panzer themed channel because it's the game we play more than any other game. But we only play it on Saturdays. But we do play it every Saturdays. Normally we play something gory or about samurais or something gory about samurais.
But tomorrow we're going to play something about some sort of Captain Toad.
Yes, my lady's going to be taking over the stream for tomorrow to play Captain Toad.
Entire stream.
No, just the first half. Really, as long as you feel like doing it.
Oh, then maybe.
You're up for it.
Depends on the controlling is in the other controller.
Absolutely true.
オッケー 私もナオミとノンナの攻撃戦期待してるわお互いいい試合にしましょうカチューシャ隊長サンダースのお菓子美味しいですよカチューシャ隊長も一緒に食べましょうよ今行くから
I was really excited. I was going to buy a
shower truck.
different game to play this week, but apparently,
I'm so
even though
excited.
Nintendo has decided to advertise the crap out of it, it doesn't come out for another month.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I'm very upset.
Oh, hey, I might get a review copy of the new Werewolf Armageddon game, so I'm very excited. Because I don't know if you know about the World of Darkness games. That's a whole series of things. So it's this franchise of tabletop role-playing games. That was Vampire the Masquerade, Werewolf the Apocalypse. What was the one about, like, ghosts?
Oh God.
What was that one called? It was a whole series
I
of
sold it.
just about
It's on the
monsters.
comic book shop.
Yeah.
I still don't.
Anyway, but the point is, there were a lot of them. And now, they have decided to actively push making those into video games. Like, aggressively push making those into video games. So what has happened is, so you got Vampire the Masquerade, right? There's a new vampire game coming out, which is great. People have been waiting for that forevs, right? Then, you've got Werewolf Heart of the Forest, which is this awesome text adventure, choose your own adventure type of thing that came out this past fall. You can get it on Switch now, just coming out on Switch soon. Really good. It's an unbelievably complicated choose your own adventure gamebook type thing. I haven't beaten it, but I've played a bunch of it, and it's really good. And now, we just got one of those types of games set in Vampire the Masquerade called Coteries of New York to try and get you in the headspace for the new Vampire the Masquerade game. And then, and this is the big one, Werewolf the Armageddon Earthblood is coming out, and that's like an action RPG where you play a werewolf. Just doing werewolf action. And I don't know anything about the plot of the game. I'm excited to find out what it is, but it looks like I'm going to get a review copy of that, so expect us to play the hell out of a new werewolf.
Yes, Joanne. I've made pizza from scratch many times.
Oh god, yeah. I've even made pizza dough.
Yeah, same here.
The first few times I did it, my pizza dough was unbelievably flat because I skipped the step of letting it ripen in a fridge overnight, the way you should if you want yeast to activate so it actually rises in the oven. But I learned that lesson.
My interesting fact.
And honestly, flatbread pizza.
My mom and her siblings remember when pizza was introduced in like my hometown.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't a thing. And loved it, you know. I'm sure Joanne can relate to this. A half Irish family who introduced to pizza for the first time were like, so this cheese thing on top of ooh.
Yep.
My hometown is actually famous for pizza. In Canada, it's one of the best cities to get pizza. The pizza there is amazing.
If
so,
you like meat.
yes. Well, no, you can.
I know.
And cheese. All of the cheese. There's so
we are
much
going to
cheese
play
in it.
Phasmophobia, Semper. I haven't bought it yet, but I was just waiting for it to be on sale, but then we're going to be playing Phasmophobia on the channel. Continue talking.
So they would literally, like, we would have, when I was growing up, we would just literally, it was a treat day to have, like, just make pizzas from scratch. We used to do, like, it was your birthday, or you had a special event, or you had a sleepover, or your cousins or friends were over. My mom would always do, like, pizza parties where everybody, she would, like, pre-make the dough, and we would all have our own personal pizza, and everybody would get to come up and dress it however we wanted. So fun. I constantly make pizza from the start here. I don't make the dough, although I do want to try and figure out how to make the dough. Because now I have discovered I'm allergic to wheat quite a few years back. So there's some amazing pizza crust that I buy frozen and then just make my pizza from that. I make my sauce from scratch. In the summer, all of my toppings were from my garden on our balcony. Yeah, Bendy, he's not entirely awake today.
It's true.
Hold on, I'll poke him a few times.
Hey, watch it, lady.
Horror King was going to tell me that.
Yeah, I know, but can't believe I have to say this literally every stream. You don't have to do what Horror King says. How? I thought I made that clear.
I'm just, following what people are telling me to do. It's
And
okay.
you remain the worst, I know, yes.
But, oh my god, yeah, making pizza from scratch is my favorite. I don't know what someone was asking you earlier what your favorite pizza is. And mine changes constantly.
Quite reasonable.
I go through phases. Most recently, I did pizza for supper.
Have pizza. No one's stopping you.
Most recently, I had a pizza that was mozzarella and feta cheese. Of course, I made my own tomato sauce because I always make.
Hey,
my own
Delbert.
tomato sauce.
It's not installed right now, Adrian, so we can't just load up Jurassic World Evolution. But I do own it, and we will install it, so we'll be good to go next week.
And
I haven't played No More Heroes Passion 9. Is it good?
we're gonna put on it green peppers. I remember I had green peppers, chicken, green peppers, tomatoes, and of course hot peppers.
Right.
It was so good.
That would require her moving, and she's not going to do that. She is ensconced in blankets.
Based on the amount of attention and the amount he puts down the controller, I don't think that really matters, Horror King.
Exactly. Woohoo! We did it!
I know, Horror King. Our pool is closed too. But on the bright side, we have lots of snow to go play in. I love
I'm
snow.
excited to try a Security Breach, Delbert. And they're making a Five Nights at Freddy's movie. Not the terrible Nicolas Cage ripoff, like an official movie.
Which game was the best game on Wii? I missed that.
You might have to scroll up.
No More Heroes.
Oh yeah, I've heard that. And it's out on the Switch, right? Nintendo doesn't send out review copies, so you know. Although it wasn't actually made by Nintendo. But Switch review copies are the hardest to come by. Weird.
That is weird. Yeah, even when you were the only person on
The site who had a Switch. Yep. No, it is happening, Mateo. There is going to be a Five Nights at Freddy's movie next year. It's filming this year. Yes, David. I'll ask you something in a second. Don't go anywhere.
Yeah, Horror King, I did see your comment about swimming. We're sad too that our pool is closed, but what are you gonna do? Like I said, we have snow to play in, and I'm super excited about having snow to play in.
Oh, yeah. So adorbs. So dangerously adorbs. Alright. So, tell me. David, is this the game you're talking about? Is that the Castlevania game you want me to play? Because if so, we'll try to make that happen. And if not, you got to figure out which game it is. There you go, Mateo. Oh, you've never seen a horror movie? Cool. This should be fun for you then.
Yes, David said that's the game.
Alright.
Whoop whoop!
Well, we'll put that together. Don't worry.
Yay! Yay, yay, Are we playing with Foxy Foxes now?
Of course.
Is there just an entire game where we can just play with Foxy Foxes?
No, there's one where you can play with kittens for the whole game. That's Calico. We already showed it off on the stream. You run a cat cafe in a town full of giant cats.
Oh yeah, I love that game.
You're looking at me like I'm crazy. We played it on stream and you loved it. Alright, watch out for your feet, lady. I'm putting my feet up and that puts you in danger. Not much danger, but a little danger. Awesome, Horror King.
Wow, that's crazy, Horror King. We've just been
Put
doing
potato
a-
salad in timeout.
Why?
Because he has a weird fetish for it.
now I don't want to do it.
Just do it. Have you done it?
No. Okay, I'll do it. Okay.
Famously, Horror King.
Sorry, potato salad. I don't.
Why are you apologizing?
Because I feel guilty. They didn't do anything.
And yet, they were begging to be put in timeout. So there you go.
Okay.
No, Chris is the best. He's very entertaining. So much better than the Cannibal Delbert.
Yeah, Horror King, we've just been doing a lot of hiking.
Check it out. We're only a couple of days away from there being a new Hitman game.
Well, and I do yoga.
Yeah. Alright, we're doing this. We're doing the Attack the Castle mission. Wish me luck. I would hope.
何やつだ。酒井と申す。本土の武士とお見受けする。いかにも小笠貞宗と申す。本土の御家人です。
How did you get past the boats?
下級の時ゆえに。
You have a good day, Duce.
我らは出立を命じられました。志村殿から話は聞きましたぞ。この戦に加わり、藩を討ち、猛虎に奪われた城を取り返せばよいのですな。さようです。恐れながら人に会わねばなりません。南の門でお待ちしましょう。
Yeah, no, I'm unbelievably excited for Hitman 3. I love all the Hitman games, but this is going to wrap up the plot of the evil Illuminati that, you know, control the world. Oh my god, look, they got a battering ram! Oh, I love these. Wait, how's that supposed to work? Well, they can only... Like, look at the bars to pull it backwards and forwards. They can only pull it like a foot. Backwards or forwards.
Maybe once they're in position, they use the ropes to raise it higher?
But even still, look at the bars. Yeah. Can't swing it very far, can they? Oh, whatever. Alright, we have a mission to do. So our job...
When's the new Hitman game come out?
Why don't you look that up? Here you go. Oh, and while you're going there, find me a phone. My phone is not accepting new email messages.
Oof.
And not charging.
Okay,
so yeah, time for a new phone. Time to get a new phone.
Do you want me to buy you
what?
One of these?
How much are they?
I don't know. Like
we'll look it up. But yeah, I left it plugged in for 2 hours yesterday, and it had gone up 5%. So that's a good sign the phone is done. It's definitely a battering ram. I'm just wondering how efficacious it would be.
Alright, let's see. Hitman
3.
Release date. January 20th, 2021. Isn't that someone's birthday?
I don't know. The point is, it comes out on Thursday.
Yay!
Is that Thursday or is that Wednesday?
I don't even know what the date is today.
It's Wednesday. Why is it coming out on a Wednesday?
January 16th?
Yeah, it's Wednesday.
Because time has no meaning.
Yeah, that is an issue.
You're living in... Video games used to come out on Wednesdays?
Nope.
No, that's comic book
You're thinking about comic books. Alright, so I can go talk to people before I talk to her and move. Yeah, I saw it's John Carpenter's birthday. He's famously the best director. Farmer Straw Hat, Tor Headband. I just need I got the most badass helmet in the game. And I would love a new hat in the game. And I would love a new, even more impressive hat, but I played like more than halfway through the game now, and I haven't found a single hat better than this hat. They're like, optional objective. Speak to your rest of your allies. Well, then put them on the map, game.
新参の稽古中か。
稽古ではなく、心の整え方を教えていました。武士も、槍川の戦士も、戦の前に心を鎮めた方がいいかと思いまして。そうすれば、世の無常も死への恐れも受け入れられるはずです。
なるほどな。加わってもよいか。
ええ、喜んで。
助かったぞ。
御仏のご加護がありますように。
Aww. Hopefully Buddha will watch over us. Oh, that's not really Buddha's deal. Watching over people. Let's go see if the archery teacher wants to tell me some stuff.
しっかり打ち込め。酒井、戻ったか。先生、本土の武士に会われたのですね。
いずれも武勇に優れた精鋭だが、
That's not
弓
terrible.
の技を磨いても損はなかろう。
百姓たちは。
申し分ない。腕はないが肝が
That
据
is
わっておる。
more than I
先
have
生
now.
がお褒めになるとは。
槍川はかつて島の支えであ
No,
った
I
から
don't take pictures.
もう子供を船に追いやることができるぞ。
But I will load Instagram on my phone so I can keep track of what the dark pictures people are doing.
ならばわしの邪魔をするのはよ
You're
し。
welcome.
You're back, Potato! That
Woo!
was a fun game.
Well, you and I have very different definitions of the word fun. So where's Kenji? I heard him talking. Ah, there we go. He sells sake and he's a con man. It's very entertaining.
ないか。足がしっかり見張ってるんですよ。道中で壊れでもしたらお城の門を壊せなくて大変じゃないですか。アザモウラの時にも使えたらよかった。足の荷車がお気に召さなかったなんて。
Aww.
酒の匂いで酔いかけた。
Which one is that, David?
夜中から聞きました。足なんかよりずっと度胸がある。タカが聞いたらきっと照れるぞ。
Not particularly, Potato.
足もせよ。
I have no feelings about it one way or the other. People get put in timeout when they do things that violate the stream rules, and that's all there is to it. Emotions don't really come into it at all. It's a simple cause and effect type of situation. So, presumably Lady Misako is around here somewhere for me to chat with, because I've been talking to all my other allies, but I don't see her anywhere or know where she would be. I will try to remember that. Right, so that's not her, obviously. There's the guys praying. There's dudes guarding. Is she hanging out with the sword guys? Nope. Okay, that's Yuna, who wants revenge for her brother. Quite understandably. Who could blame her? Oh, I have not heard of this. What system is it for, David? Oh, there she is.
戻っておったのだな。
I did.
百姓たちを苦しめてはおりませんか。
さすが槍川。この者らは見た目よりもずっと頑丈。
Ooh, that's good to
頑固で
know.
もあるがな。
あなたには及ぶまい。
当然だろう。少し前なら私の言葉に耳を貸すこともなかったろうに。こうして力を貸すようになったのはお主の働きのおかげだ。
答えねばなりませんね。
私も励まねば。
Oh, yeah. Boom. Yes, you gotta watch out for that Wall Rider character. He's kind of a jerk. A new PS3 game. Isn't that a contradiction in terms, David?
タカにはすまないことをした。
クロードのこと。あの子も槍川を信じてる。立ち上がってくれたのはあんただけだったから。
クロードのためならみんな死んでもいいって。
Favorite opening to a horror movie? Good question. Probably Scream.
Yeah.
Such a wonderful opening to that movie.
Such a good opening.
Masterclass of tension. Amazing, like amazing writing, brilliant acting. Just an incredible scene.
Well, and there's also the added fact that going into that movie, seeing it the first time,
yeah,
it was advertised as a Drew Barrymore
movie. Yeah, very good move on their part.
It was such a great move.
See, this is what I'm talking about with the game. They're like, go talk to Lord Oda. And I'm like, great, Lord Oga. But just mark that on my screen. You know, if I go into this mode, it's because I want stuff marked on my screen. Thank you. Ah. I'd ask you to put a link to it on Steam, but you might not be able to, David. So just copy and paste the title of the game and I'll look it up.
No, Horror King, we really want to know. Tell us. It's hard to guess which horror movie opening was your favorite.
Let's do it.
お働き伺いましたぞ。志村殿をお救いし、さらに無礼な槍川までまとめ上げたと。戦は不慣れですが、信用に足る者たちです。
Well, you did with the Straw Hat Ronin too, and that didn't go well. Like, at all.
武士がすべて撃たれ、信じる者を欲したのでしょう。だが我らが来た。今こそそうしたまやかしは捨て去り、本来の掟に従うべき時が来たのでは。今は対馬とこの島に住まう民を救う時。ハーンを撃つまではお待ちください。いかにも心得。志村殿、おいご殿がお付きです。上におる。
Nope. Unless they're more characters from Outlast, in which case I've just forgotten who they are. Hey, I found a bamboo strike. Nice. Might as well go do that while we're here. Whoa, that was embarrassing. I tried to actually cut the bamboo. Science. Whoops, that was embarrassing. Gotcha. Nope. Oh, shush. Working on it. Mm.
2 gigs of RAM.
Come on.
Yeah, Horror King. I said I want to know what your favorite opening to a horror movie is. I couldn't possibly just guess.
How could you? Huh. Right. Thank you. Ugh. Heavy Gear Assault is the game we're looking for. Alright. Let's go talk to Lord Shimura, who is up at the top of the tower. Hey, awesome helmet, dude. Thumbs up emoji. I don't care. I want one that costs as little as possible. It's my only goal here.
Well, I'm not going to get you the ones that cost as little as possible because they're already obsolete.
Oh, okay. Well then, it has to be a little more expensive.
Like, I'm sorry, 2 gigs of RAM? Screw that.
Yeah, that's insane.
It's not going to run anything.
Yeah, I just looked to have Heavy Gear Assault, David, and it's multiplayer only, so no, the odds of us playing that are not very good. Aww. That's so sweet. With the what's the opening to Nightmare on Elm Street 2? They go on a school bus and they get attacked by Freddy.
明日は共に勝利を祝おう。父と子として。
侍は何よりも誉れを重んじる。それゆえ奴らは愚直で測りやすく組みしやすい。だがクロードは少し。
Speaking of, have you seen the documentary about Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Scream Queen? Halloween's got a great opening.
Cool, Hurricane. I don't remember that. Years since I've seen that.
You know, 25, 30 years. Oh. We're doing another one of these. Why am I not attacking? Oh, there we go. I wasn't allowed to do the horsey attacks for reasons I don't understand. Yes. So smug now, are you? Oh! Stabbed in the back of the neck. That's right. Hopefully lessons were learned. My lady's looking for a phone from me, and I don't want to pay a lot for this phone. And if you know what that was a reference to, I would be very surprised. You know what that was a reference to? She's looking for a phone from me, and I don't want to pay a lot for this phone. The old ad campaign. I don't want to pay a lot for this muffler. So, very obscure reference. That's what I said. Oh! Good night, sweet prince. 9 out. Fire arrows? Seriously? Grow up. 10. Seriously? You're attacking me with a sword? You know I'm a samurai, right? 12. Now, where's this guy? Keeps shooting me with fire arrows. Oh, there he is. Ow! Dick! Turns out I had some fire arrows of my own, and now you're burning to death. Bet you didn't see that coming. 13 and 14. Is it not out yet, this Warhammer 40,000 Dark Side? And if so, what separates it from other Warhammer 40,000 games? Is it another strategy game, or is this the Warhammer 40,000 style, sorry, 40,000 themed Vermintide I've been hearing about? There you go. That's to push it.
What's the opening to the original Halloween?
Here's the point of view shot.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it's the most famous one.
Yeah, it's valid. It did influence the entire,
genre of film, yes. 14, or was that? No, that was 15. I'm gonna call that. It's hard. Ow! Oh, I'm really starting to hate these guys. I'm kidding, I always do. Oh, I don't think so, pal. See? Lesson learned. Oh. Alright, let's get that battering ram back into position, huh? Please? 17. I block that. 18. I keep seeing this guy with yellow skirting and think I'm looking for a... Yes, I know how to enter the ghost dance, I just keep getting hit. You think I don't know how to enter the ghost dance? If I was better at the game, I would. But now you're just kind of looking like a jerk. You want me to enter the ghost dance game? Stop having guys shoot arrows at me from off screen. Alright, how do we get in? There's seriously somebody who's not dead yet? Thank you. 19. Oh, that sucks, Joanne. Damn, these are some talented archers. Oh, the Mongols! Mongols famously had very talented horse archers, so doesn't surprise me that they have talented regular archers as well. Yay! It's $83? It's $123? No. You found a $400 phone, didn't you? Jesus Christ.
Well, you can get it for like $120 phone.
But it's going to be garbage, I know.
But it's 2 gigs of RAM and 16 gigs.
Yeah, okay, that's it.
Like, it's already obsolete.
I know.
I'm totally gonna throw a snowball at you after the live stream.
She's a monster after all.
So many snowballs.
5.
I mean, it snowed so much. Even though we're 23 flights up, our balcony
covered in snow.
Is covered in snow.
Alright.
Like literally just covered in snow. So I could go make a snowball and throw them at it right now if I didn't care about all the computer equipment that's around me.
Yes, I am always surrounded by computer equipment to protect myself from just such an occasion. 1, 2, 3. So that's 28. And I've got my super mode charged up, so that's good.
We have more than enough.
Why'd you put your sword away, buddy? Still fighting people. I've got black powder bombs. Uh-oh. Not now, potato salad. Oh, damn! Oh! Why can I not cut people's heads off in the game?
Jin! 何をしておる? 道を開けと。かような手を使えと命じたか。誉れある武士であることを忘れる。
Oh my god.
奴らは猛虎です。我らの武具は恐怖ではないぞ。
Damn it, they got their watcha.
あの櫓、このままでは進めない。お前が策をする。あの兵器を壊すのは武士らしく。わしはここにとどまり矢面に立つ。
Alright, fine. Alright, where's this tower? Oh, there it is. Well, that worked. Uh-oh!
I have a theory working that potato salad has a side bet going with someone about how often they can get canceled. That is my theory.
Perfect. That's 34. Ah, 36. Alright, let's do this. Okay, well I can't really aim it at the Mongols because my guys are there. That'll do. 37, 38. Can't even tell if I'm killing anybody. Didn't she? I feel like she did.
What was your question, okay? Sorry.
Yeah. There we go.
No, I forgot to, Hurricane. I didn't have to do that. I was very excited to go to work today and picking up fresh
5, 6,
so I got very distracted.
7, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52. Oh, we gotta go down there and help? Okay. I was enjoying sniping people, but I will go down there and help the old-fashioned way. You know, by killing people with swords. I'm trying. Have this guy stop blocking the ladder and I'll get to it. Okay, okay, that was amazing. 57. Ghost stance! That's right. 59. That's right, you're scared. You should be. 61. 63. Oh! 4. Damn! That blunderbuss is not screwing around. 6. How's my ammo full? I keep using weapons. Ah, I will take some supplies. Thank you for offering. Is that it? Oh no, that's 67. How are these guys still trapped? 68. Oh, we're supposed to go up here, not down there. Well, that was embarrassing. Well, 70. 1, 72, 73. Alright, who's next? Oh my god, he's literally running up a ladder to get away from me. Well, it kind of screwed up my use of the ghost stance, but, you know. Doesn't really look great when I have to climb a ladder to kill a dude. Where did he go? Oh, there he is. That was mildly funny. Only mildly, though. Well, I'm up here. Oh, nice. Alright, 77. Okay.
I have to do that work. I'll try and remember.
Alright, let's do it. How do we take the bridge? Finish killing these 3 guys. Nice. Climb to the bridge's gatehouse. Done and done. And I mean done. She hasn't watched it yet, Horace. She just said that. It's a trap. Oh no. Whoa! And that's the bridge. Oh.
なんということだ。
どうして行かせた？あれじゃ NG だ。
戦場で死ぬは
You monsters.
精霊を集め橋を修繕して夜明けに仕掛ける。いえ兵が足りません。だから言ったのです。黙れ。他の手立てがあります。二人で話すぞ。ついてまいれ。
Fantabulous.
My,
It is, Delbert.
sorry. My, YouTube was stuck and I wasn't seeing new comments. There we go. Now I can see everything.
Well, we did it, peeps. Oh no, we're not done the game yet, Delbert. There's a whole there's a whole third act after we beat this castle. We're nowhere near the end of the game.
No worries, Horror King. It happens.
私があの橋を渡り毒で殺します。
Damn.
民を救うための策なのです。民を恐れさせるだけだ。その道を歩み続ければお前もけだものになるぞ。誉れある戦いを忘れるな。誉れは浜で死にました。ハーンの首を取るために。怒りに任せよって。民を守るため全てを捨てたのです。果たして叔父上は何をなされた。
Damn.
ジン、もう結構です。
Oof. What a downer. Alright, this is going to be a perfect place to wrap up the stream. I'd like to thank everybody for dropping by. I hope you had a good time. I know I did. We're going to be back here tomorrow's with more video games. In fact, Lady Guru here is going to be playing some Captain Toad.
Captain Toad!
The treasure tracker.
The treasure tracker!
It's going to be pretty awesome, actually.
Going to be amazing!
I'm a big fan of that game, but of course, sadly today is the last day of Roxy's quarantine, so she's not going to be on the plushie cam tomorrow, which means everybody say goodbye to Roxy.
And
she's had a wonderful time.
Of Cookie Monster.
Well, of course, but Cookie Monster just, he's on every stream.
Yes, but people have only been able to see his feet so far.
He's still on every stream. So yes, say goodbye to Roxy, everybody. There'll be someone brand new you've never seen before. Yes. A special secret guest coming up next stream.
I looked up. We have a hanging lamp in our living room that kind of looks like a Tiffany lamp. Anyway, it's on a chain. I looked up last night at the lamp and I was like, oh, we've hung a bunch of plushies from the lamp.
None of whom are going to be on the stream tomorrow.
No.
But soon enough, you'll see those
special
guys.
Guests. But yeah, we have a few more new ones to
It'll be pretty awesome. So we'll see you back here for that tomorrow at noon Eastern Time. But until then, I'm going to say that's right. Au revoir.